Hello everybody. I'm not completely set up yet to do my readings in the van. I've got a really cool cabinet that I got that has a desk in it, but I've got to get a chair that will be the right height for it. So for now, I'm just going to be doing these on the floor. Too many there. Let's see what else comes out here. And I'm just doing a couple of my Oracle decks here. This one, my friend Halsey Wilder created these cards, and she is on my friends list if you guys are interested in a deck on Facebook. If you have a hard time finding her on my friends list, I can connect you with her. But it's some really pretty cards that she created. They always end up having a really good message. And we're going to be using those, and we're going to be using the Animal Spirit cards and the Island Time Wellness cards. Believe it or not, the Animal Spirit cards and the Island Time Wellness cards I got off Temu. You can find them in other places online, but they're actually decent cards for the price. Make sure you sage and clear the energy, especially if you buy new cards. It's better if the decks come to you in another way, but there's nothing I don't think wrong with buying a new deck. Just make sure you imprint your energy onto that deck, because it may still have some of the energy of the manufacturing process on it. All right, I'm going to do 3 of each, so this won't be a very, very long reading. I normally shuffle off, but I feel like I'm supposed to do it on this time. Whoop. Okay, this one wants 4 out, so we're going to go with it. Interesting. All right, with this deck, the first card that came out is Honesty. With honesty, I show you who I am. I feel like some of you guys are really stepping back into your truth. You're stepping back into your soul path. You may have gotten sidetracked for a little while, but things are starting to pick back up. You're being literally pushed out of your current situations, or you're having to reevaluate things and restructure things and get rid of some stuff, make way for the new, getting rid of the old, all that stuff. We're all going through that cleansing process. It's part of the year of the snake, which is just about over. We're going into the year of the horse, but you may still be feeling the remnants of that year of the snake shedding that's going on right now. The next one says, each soul path is sacred and unique like you. No two paths are the same. Yours is a sacred thread handwoven by the stars. Like I said, you're really starting to, you never were off of your path, but you did get sidetracked. You went through some things, but what you need to understand is part of you knew you needed to go through those things. Part of you knows that you had to experience those things for your soul growth. And you're not the same person you were even a year ago. You're definitely not the same person you were a few years ago from all the things that you've been through. Some of it was very traumatic, but not all of it was bad. If you look back on it, be grateful for the experiences, good or bad, because it's been part of your soul growth. And the next one says, you are never alone. Sorry, I'm not used to my camera being in that position. Even in your darkest hour, there is a light beside you and the unseen ones who love you. Your spirit team is very excited because you just overcame a major hurdle, and I don't even think you fully realize what you just did. You closed out a very toxic cycle. You had already closed these cycles out, but it's like the energy had to test you one last time, and you passed the test. It may have been a person that appeared in your life for a short time that, again, was one of those people that appeared to be everything you wanted, everything you needed on your right path, but around the edges of it, you could see that things weren't quite right, and you were picking up on it and feeling it, and you didn't stay in it as long this time. You actually cut the cord pretty quick, and so that was a major hurdle. That was a major test. And it's literally propelling you forward into this new timeline. And this new timeline is going to elevate you to so many levels. You're not even going to recognize your life in a year from now. You're just going to be amazed at all the opportunities that are going to start opening up for you, all the people that you're going to start meeting, places you're going to start experiencing. It's going to be a whole new world. Even if you're staying in the same area where you're at now, you're going to explore out into it further, and you're going to meet more people in the community that are like-minded. You're going to start really making some good connections. All right, next we're going to the animal spirit, Ladybug. Your goals are about to manifest in remarkable ways. Dreams are coming into fruition. Stop and enjoy this moment. It is important to let things flow at their natural pace. Rest assured that in due course of time, your wishes will come true. So you may still feel like you're in that holding pattern that you've been in for a little bit, but honestly, behind the scenes, finishing touches are being put on your path. Things are really coming together for you in the spirit realm, and they'll start manifesting in the 3D. It's because you've done so much work, and because, like I said, you've passed these tests, and you just don't want to be in the lower vibrations anymore. You want to elevate up into the higher vibrations, and so that's what's happening. And thoughts become things. You just got to realize that you deserve it, and you're past that punishing phase. There for a while you were punishing yourself and putting you through things that you felt like you deserved, but ultimately once you came through them, you realized just how strong you are and that you don't deserve those things. You actually deserve good things. Next is the horse. It says freedom. You must break out of any limitations that are holding you back, whether they are self-imposed or put on you by other people or society. Break free and run faster towards your dreams. I just recently went back to van life. I wasn't happy in the situation that I was in, and honestly, I needed that time to realize what I truly wanted. I thought getting back into a living situation would be what I wanted, but when I got into it, it felt more like a prison, and I realized that I am more free when I'm living the van life. I can go where I want to go, do what I want to do. It keeps me from sitting in a room getting stagnant. I get out and I explore parks and nature, and I have adventures with my dogs, and I cooked really good food, and I just focus on myself, and I don't have to worry about anybody else, their drama, their issues. My last roommate wasn't bad or anything, but she was projecting her issues onto me, and I felt it, and I felt her unhealing, and she didn't want to heal. She wanted to stay stuck in the trauma. She wanted to be a victim. You're not that victim mentality anymore. You're past that. You don't blame anybody else for anything that's happened in your life, even though things were done to you. You're past all that now, and so you're not going to accept those energies into your life anymore. If they're not willing to work on their healing, if they're not willing to progress forward, they're not going to be in your reality very long. Next is the owl. And it says observation. You are being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into a true reality of a situation or a person's motives. You need to hear what is really being said despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. And that's the thing. This person in my life, she projected that she was on a spiritual path. She projected that she was into all these healthy things, but underneath all of that, but when you scratch beneath the surface, you could see where she wasn't living what she was saying, and it just didn't align. And so I know who I am now, and I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm standing on, and I'm a genuine person doing genuine things. So I just couldn't stand being in that frequency anymore, and so I had to leave. And I feel like some of you are there too. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to a part 2 because I'm doing this on TikTok. We got the 10-minute time limit thing, so hopefully it'll only be a part 2 this time. See you in part 2.